What up, my people? You already know who it is. It's your boy Prophet Pete from the city that never sleeps. And we all know me and your girl got a very special relationship because she go extra ham on my meat when I see her.
Uh, and of course, it's me, your boy, reporting live and direct from the back cave. You bought your girl some shoes because you worried about her steps. I bought her a scarf because I'm worried about her neck. Sean recognize. Sup world?
What up, world? Yo, we here. And yo, I guess it's summertime now, right? We could officially say it's summertime out.
I think so, man. We done had a few 80-degree days, a few 90-degree days. I think it's officially summer.
Yeah, I think so. I I walked outside the last 2 days. I was like, yo, I'm not ready for this. I came right back inside.
Yeah,
But I
it's not a
went
game.
outside today. It was a little better. It was a little better.
Yeah, it's not a game. It's not a game out there. It's not a game out there. Make sure you're drinking your water. Make sure you're checking on your loved ones. Make sure you make sure your pets have water, please, because Peter is driving around checking.
Yeah.
ASP, you don't want to get jammed up on an ASPCA beef, something to that effect. Whatever the agency is in your area, uh, yeah, make sure you, you get that water going on those hot days.
Yeah, because you definitely know that the animals they got more rights than us human beings out
That's
here.
what I'm saying, man. You gotta sometimes. I saw a video where this dude took a rock and he broke a BMW car window because it was a dog inside. Bro, yo, the look on my face when I saw it was just, I could imagine what the owner probably felt, but man, they don't play with these pets, bro.
Nah, man. And
A window, you know how much that glass probably cost?
yo, and then if I'm not mistaken, a lot of European cars they got this special coating and this
Oh,
and the third and
oh,
other stuff. So
oh.
you definitely you definitely getting hit with a grip at least three, four, $500 for a piece of glass.
Yo, that man could have ran inside Walmart to get some food for the dog. You feel me? And maybe wasn't even gone that long. And if they bust his window out, yo, the look on his yo, all I hope is that when the owner came back, he wasn't registered to carry,
Oh,
man, because break my damn window.
did the guy leave the dog there?
Who did the? What do you mean? After they broke the window?
Yeah, I think he broke the window. He left the dog there.
No, they broke the window so that the dog could get out. They got the dog out the vehicle. Gave the dog water, of course. You know how they do. I don't know about that. After that, I didn't see the actual the outcome. You know what I mean? I imagine the owner came back and was not happy. Uh, you know, I imagine they probably gave him a ticket of some sort.
Mm.
For animal cruelty or whatever, because they will jam you for that. You know what I mean? That's a real charge. You're going to court for that.
Yeah, man.
But man, to break the window on the whip. What if he had a date that night and it
No more
rains?
date. And if it's hot outside, you got the air
Uh,
conditioner on. The window,
uh,
so all the cool air going right outside. Well, shout out to the good Samaritan that broke the window.
yeah,
Shout
shout
out
out to
to the
him.
dog that's still living.
Yeah,
And sorry for the BMW that got the window smashed. You should have known better
you
in
shouldn't have
this
left.
climate
You
that
shouldn't have
you
left.
don't leave anything in a car, not even a freaking toy dog. It's
Yo, and that
not even real because somebody will overreact and blow your windows out or call the cops on you or whatever.
I think that should be like in a rule book somewhere. Do not leave anything in your car, including your animals, man. I mean anything. Don't leave anything in your car. You know why? Because you don't want to give them excuse to go in your whip for anything.
Yeah.
To break in the car, if they look in the window and they don't see nothing on the dash, nothing in the console, but next go to the next one. You know?
Yo, I remember, when crack was hitting hard,
Uh-huh.
you couldn't even leave change in
That's
your
what I'm
cup
talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You leave more than $1.50
holder.
in your cup holder if you want to.
Yo, that was like you was asking for somebody to jump up in your whip, smash the window, do something. I like it still bugs me out to this day that we got all these newer vehicles, especially like the Tesla, the Cadillacs and all that stuff that got these huge radio displays, right?
Mhm.
You couldn't leave the face attached to your radio back in the day.
Yes, sir.
So I'm
Yes, sir.
wondering,
You had to take your whole. Some people took the whole box with them. It was called the Benzie box.
yo, I remember that, and you
You
had
have
to
to
walk
slide the
around with
shit out when they get out the whip and take it with them, carry it with them. Now we telling our business. We telling our business with this one, but youngins, yeah, you used to take your whole radio out the car with you when you left the car,
just walking around with it. That's how
walking around
shorties
with
knew you had a whip too.
it. Yeah, that's true. That's true. People think you got man. People think you got a man purse or something shit like that because you got something. You got the bag over your arm with the little side bag. They either think you got a gun or some other kind of weapon in there. You ain't know you just had your radio from the whip.
Mhm.
Probably a couple of cassettes or something in there.
Yo, and then remember, the old school cell phones used to be the same size, or if not a little bit bigger than the radios.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Old block cell phones, the first ones.
Yeah, people don't even understand how far technology has come and how the crooks ain't stealing radios no more because they don't got no place to put them. Ain't nobody gonna buy them anyway.
Yeah. Well, shit. After J Rock got shot, they said, "Nah, man, can't do it no more."
Yeah, it's wild, crazy. But yo, a lot of things going on in the world. Definitely hot. So is the music world, and so is your man Kanye, right? They now
Cunye.
I know they're not together.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. She's putting thirst traps all over her Instagram and playing the victim. You know what she's gonna do. You already know what she's gonna do. But Ye, as you said, Ye is walking around with his new thing, right?
Yeah. So here we go. Your man out there in France,
Uh,
supermodel, just chilling.
uh,
Now, me personally, looking at the picture of the individual,
yeah,
I don't know. Although she's a supermodel,
right.
I don't know if that's an upgrade or not.
Nah, definitely not. Definitely not. I mean, first of all, he definitely has a preference. He definitely has a type. You know what I
Mm.
mean? He definitely has a type. I mean, that's obvious. Um, she's not gonna be able to. Well, I mean, she's a supermodel. She's super skinny. Fit into anything because that's what they have to be able to do. But I don't think that that's an improvement as far as women that he's probably had before. Remember when he used to date Amber Rose way back in the day.
Right.
I think she's better looking than this chick that he's with right now.
Yeah, and I guess it could be that he's looking for something different outside of what he's dealt with.
Well, he's into fashion. That's his love. That's one of his loves. And he's at all of the. I'm sure he's at all of the shows and the industry functions and you know um, men who are rich and men who are powerful usually interact and get involved with women that are close to them and in the industry that they're in or work in and around that industry. So it's only natural that he sees this chick. Probably had a few words and they hit it off and bam, next thing this is where we are. So it makes sense. It
Yeah,
makes sense.
it definitely does make sense, but as far as her being a looker although she's a supermodel.
Although you can pick your teeth with her.
Right. It's just one of those things. I know Kim had a lot of body modifications, but you know what? She need a few.
Yeah.
Like definitely need a few. But
Well, you know, she gotta maintain that
that
model
double
that
zero,
model.
that double
Yeah,
zero,
yeah, that double
the
zero
negative
type,
one.
that
It's like
size negative. Yeah, that size -1. She got to keep that going.
I had, there's nothing wrong with women that are skinny, right? But
Shout out to all the slim chicks.
but I think you got to have some meat somewhere.
Yeah,
Like don't want to don't want to get intimate with you and feel like I'm in biology class and I'm playing around with the skeleton that's been hanging in the corner of the room for years. You know,
like you're in
that's
bed
just
with.
my preference.
You don't want to be in bed with the crypt keeper.
No,
Hmm.
definitely don't want to do that. Yo,
Skin
shout
and
out
bones.
to all of the cicadas that are out,
Uh,
right? Because those little bastards, right,
yeah.
had me thinking something was wrong with my car. Because what they sounded like was a squealing belt on a car. So I'm
Right.
driving, going down south, hitting B more up. Soon as I cross from Delaware into Maryland, I hear this noise.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yo, what the hell going on? And I couldn't it was so loud that, and I was stuck in traffic. It's like everybody that was driving down that way
Yeah.
actually slowed down because of the noise.
Wow.
So it was an extra hour and a half, 2 hours to get to Baltimore
Uh-huh.
just because of these bugs being out,
Next level.
which only come up out of the ground somewhere between 2 to 7 years, and they call this noise that they make a song. Now I don't know who's singing, but this shit is not a song.
Cicada song. To a cicada, that shit probably sound like, fucking Luther Vandross or something. Do do do
Yo,
do.
probably. And they said right now there's millions of those things out of the ground right now, which
Well, they said this season. Didn't they say that this season was going to be like particularly intense because like something that hasn't come around for a few of their rebirths or resurgences or whatever. It hasn't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to slaughter it. I just know I heard something specific about this year's batch is like they on another level this year. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they've been doing calisthenics or something like that while they've been in hibernation.
well, I'm gonna tell you because on the way back, there got to be some truth to that. Because on the way back, right, I'm driving, got my hand out the window, chilling, just trying to stay cool.
Right, right.
One of them fly right into my hand and explode, bro. Blow!
Whoa,
Like, blow!
whoa.
I'm like, what the hell was that? I pulled my hand back in. I'm like, yo, this is nasty
Yeah,
because there was no body, there was no nothing, right? Just nothing but bug guts on my hand, and it felt like I got hit with a pebble. No lie.
uh, yeah,
Now I got my daughter with me. She's sitting there. She's like, "Ew, nasty," right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So we laugh about it. Then shortly after that, one of them, we doing about 60, 70 miles on the highway, right?
yeah,
Million and one chance for one of them to make it inside the car
yeah,
at that speed.
yeah.
Hits her in the arm, explodes into pieces.
Mm.
Yo, there's pieces of this bug everywhere.
Well, I
Wing in
hope.
the
Well,
back
I hope
seat.
you. Well, I hope you put the windows up after this.
Well, yeah, after that, it was
Yeah,
like, it was like, yeah, we gonna have to do this window thing. But I will tell you, I watched this kid get hit by the bug explode, the bug flip through the car. I watched her unbuckle her seatbelt, climb up the seat, jump in the back, all in one breath. The craziest thing, yo, we laughed for so long, but these bugs are huge.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it's not a game, man. They're not playing around this year.
nah, they doing what they do, and they doing it with them. Now they decided to take some over to be like a whole alien takeover. So we need to watch out because those things make grasshoppers look like ants.
Yeah, yeah, they're serious. They look serious too. If you see them close up, they look like intense. They
Yeah, they got
bright
red,
eyes and like,
all that.
whoa.
Yeah,
Don't look
definitely.
like it. Don't look like something you want to be near. They make a lot of noise for a little bug, and a bunch of them together is off the chain. So yeah, this year their song is going to be crazy, crazy loud. And if you live near, because they live in they hibernate in the ground, so they come up out of the ground and climb up into the trees and shit, right?
Yeah,
Or you live near a population of these things. Ooh, don't have any barbecues. You know what I'm saying? You probably don't want to have the you don't want to have the function over at your crib unless you invite the live DJ. He plays hip hop music all night, loud.
yeah, because it's going to be something that's very overwhelming. And once I looked into it a little further, it was just people were asking questions. How do you quiet them? How do you make them go away? How
Yeah,
do you do this? It's like just imagine living in it. I was just passing by on the highway, just
bro,
having to live in that.
bro. Imagine you got a couple steaks on the grill, just minding your business, chilling back there, and then they just start coming like that, bang, bang,
Yo,
falling like raindrops or hail or something like that.
it'll be a wrap. Like
Oh my goodness, forget about it.
that'll
You
be
have
it.
the backyard.
And then for some reason, I was told that they're blind; they can't really see.
Really?
Yeah, so just imagine those shit just flying into you for no
Oh,
damn reason.
there you go. That's why, because they can't see where they're going. Probably just going off of vibrations,
Mm. Well,
flying into cars and shit. Boop.
yeah, yeah, my car definitely needed a wash after that ride because I had streaks of it from my bumper all the way up to the top of
Has
the windshield.
mad wild cicada guts.
Yo, for real, like it was,
Whip.
it was wild.
Ugly. It's ugly. Yeah,
Yo,
man. They
but
come. They coming back with a vengeance.
yeah, but yo, shout out to your man Meek Mills, man. He out there. I know people are talking crap about him, especially with some of the things that we'll talk about in a minute. But you know, he spent a lot of time locked up and probation violations and this, that, and the third. So Meek Mills has been working with some of the people out in VA to come up with new probation bills so that you're not sitting in jail for life for a parole violation. So basically, they're saying, the punishment should fit the crime, and you should not be sitting in jail for a minor parole violation. Now, I'm not saying go out and kill somebody and violate parole and think you just gonna get 5 years. These are minor infractions that they just passed into legislation out of VA, trying to get them caught up to the laws in other states because they say Virginia is so far behind on the laws that they have and the bills that they have, especially when it comes to incarceration
I can
and
believe that. I can believe
and
that.
things like that. And I've always Virginia's the state that I don't even speed through. Like I don't go over the speed limit because I heard stories of people just driving 10 miles over the speed limit and they doing 3, 6, 7, 8 years in jail because it's one of those states where they go by their own rules and they do their own thing.
Well, it's a commonwealth.
Just
You know
like
what I mean?
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, yeah. So they kind of march to the beat of their own drum, so to speak. But they on some other stuff. Be perfect example. I had gotten into an accident on the highway where there was something as I'm entering the highway. There's something on the roadway that causes the back end of my truck to slide. You feel me? So I skid out, bang, hit the median. There was a concrete median right there. Hit that shit. Get back on the correct side on the shoulder. Police roll up. You know, he said, "Yeah, come on to the car. Come into the car. Oh, well, man, you just want to run my information, make sure I'm straight, everything. I'm not inebriated or anything." He sees that. So I go sit in the car with him, and he's writing me a ticket. So I'm like, excuse me there, officer, are you writing me a ticket? He goes, yeah, well, Virginia is what we call a no-fault state. I'm looking at him. He says, what that means is whenever there's an accident, we got to blame somebody. You feel me? So I said, okay, so you mean to tell me that you're writing me a ticket for an accident that I got into with myself? and he goes, pretty much, that's how it works. Like, so and I got to go to court for this. Yeah, you got to go to court.
Wow.
So, motherfucker, right? So now here's the crazy part. Here's the real ill part. This is another thing. This is another indicator of the time frame that we're talking about. This was a minute ago. He gets to court. The judge asks him what happened, and he immediately starts going in about, yeah, Your Honor, it was a rainy day. It was light rain out, and he wasn't driving an older truck like the trucks that me and you used to use when you were growing up. And he had a such and such running there all. And my bro. I'm just amazed. He's just having this whole conversation. My eyes is looking over at him like he's like in the back end got away from him, and is it like he's smoothing it over? I'm like, yo, it's helping me out. So the judge looks at me. He goes, sir, is that what happened? I says, yes, sir, Your Honor, just like what he said. He's like, dismiss, threw it out, bro.
Yo, but the crazy part is if you didn't show up, right?
Oh, I'd have definitely had to pay. I'm sure I'd have had to pay the fine, whatever.
And you would have had a warrant out, a bench warrant out for you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you would have went through Virginia talking about, I don't got to worry about this. Whoop, scooped up.
Whoop, whoop. Yep. God forbid I'm speeding through and get stopped. You're right. Because once you got a warrant, that's it. They're taking you. Ain't no, you got an appointment. They don't care what you're going to do. Once they got you, you got a warrant and they pull you. It's a wrap. I ain't never seen nobody with a warrant get let go.
Nah.
Like, yeah, you take care of that warrant. You know what I mean?
Is you got the go straight to jail. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200.
That's right. You damn right. And hold these these metal bracelets while you at it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yo, like it's definitely no joke. Definitely no joke, man. So shout out to Virginia for doing things a little different and stepping
Shout out
up.
to my man
AK, the battle rapper.
No, not that one. A different AK.
Okay, so shout out to that AK.
Yeah, this is my man in VA. My man AK in VA because he was talking about VA. That's why I said shout out AK.
Yeah, man. But I definitely know about those dudes with warrants. My ex brother-in-law, that was the most illegal driving dirty mother effer that you would ever come across. He was banned from driving in all the states going down 95.
Wow.
Yeah. And then still gets in the car and drives. And I'm like your licenses, your driving privileges are revoked in every state that I've ever driven through, and you still get in the car.
He gotta get where he going. He gotta get where he going.
Yeah, but a lot of times he would be halfway there and get pulled over because he'll be speeding in the middle of the night, thinking that ain't nobody out there watching.
Yeah,
and he's sitting in jail for months. So he never gets to where he going on time.
Well, that's where he messed up at. Don't even drive at night. If you know that you're getting pulled over because you keep speeding at night, don't drive at night anymore.
Drive during the day.
Just drive during the day. At night after 9 o'clock, lay it down. That's it. No matter where you at, 9 o'clock, 8:30, you looking for a hotel. You know what I mean? You doing long distance like that or something.
And I could tell you on the road, once it get dark, you ain't seeing the boys parked up in the cut. You are not.
No. You in the bushes. They in
the bushes and
they got their little
road.
They got their little spots where they know they're not going to be seen until the last minute and it's too late. You already, you know what I mean?
Yo, but shout out to Google though. I gotta give it to Google with their navigation because when I travel, I'm always using Google, or always hooking me up, making sure I'm not doing above the speed limit. Like it posts the speed limit on the screen,
Yes,
and
it
then
does.
it lets you know, yo, dude, you're going too fast. It puts it in red for you.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I noticed that too.
Yes, and it lets you know if there's a speed trap up ahead.
Yeah, well, y'all make sure y'all put that Waze app on your phone. Waze, WAZE. You know, we're not getting paid by them, but I'm just saying it's a good app to have because not only do they let you know about traffic delays, they also let you know that the boys is up ahead and they got speed traps. Platinum plug on the check-in.
Yo, what up, plug? What's going on, my G?
You know what I'm saying? So you get that Waze app on your phone and use that for your net. The navigation is I'm not gonna say it's as good as the Google, but you know what I mean. It does have its perks. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, it does. It does give you a lot of information. Though Waze does give you a lot of info. Um, definitely like it. I haven't used it in a while, but just make sure you drive safe and slow.
And keep those eyes open.
Yo, for those boys, man, because those speeding tickets ain't no joke. I was
Yeah,
reading some signs, work zone, the double fines and all that. Like speeding tickets are pretty expensive as it is.
yeah,
So
man.
yeah, double fine, like nah.
And then if you got any kind of job where you have to drive, like you're a bus driver or you got to drive a vehicle in the place where you work or something like that, you don't want to you don't want to mess up your job for real. You don't want to get jammed up and you don't have your you don't have your license, or they found out your license is suspended and you didn't tell them, or so just be smart and keep an eye out for the boys, please. Just don't speed. I mean, you didn't hear it from me. You didn't hear it from us that you got to speed. I mean, wherever you're going, it's going to be there when you get there. So just be on point, man. Be responsible.
Yeah, and there was and this was probably years ago, and especially now with navigation, if you really paid attention to it, you know, you sit there and do 20, 30 miles over the speed limit, right? At this time, you probably pushing 90 to 100, right? They basically said you going that fast is only shedding maybe 10 minutes off or 15 minutes off the time it was going to take you to get there anyway.
That's
Now
a
you
fact.
get pulled over. Now you getting there even later.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah. So you might as well just cruise, get there when you get there, man. That's it. That's the way I see it. So we got this Bow Wow and Soldier Boy versus announced June 26th, right? So June 26th, Soldier Boy and your boy Bow Wow going at it. I, you know, as far as
Battle of the Bird Chests.
the battle of the bird chest, yo, like I, to me, their music is somewhat different, so I don't even know how that verses would go.
I mean, let's be honest. They both they both have a very huge fan base. You know what I mean? They both got hits. I mean, I think it's gonna boil down to who has the most hits. You know what I mean? Right off the top of my head, I would lean towards Bow Wow, but you know what I'm saying? We can't count Soldier Boy out because you got to remember, Soldier Boy is really the one who pioneered the whole blow up on the internet thing. Let's give credit where credit is due.
And for those that don't even remember, right, the whole ringtone
Oh,
situation.
yeah, oh
Oh
man,
my goodness.
the money
Soldier
that was made
Boy,
on that. Yeah, yeah.
didn't he, yo, didn't, if I'm not mistaken, he probably went platinum on ringtones. Like it was ridiculous.
Yeah, it's very innovative and very lucrative. The business that he put down early on, so that can't be denied. Plus, he's had some very large hits of his own, man. You know, and not to shake a stick at. So we laugh at him because of the whole, the Breakfast Club thing and the whole um when the dude pushed him up off him and everything,
Yeah,
Soldier get love in the hood and all that. We laugh at him for that, but Soldier Boy, you gotta give Soldier Boy his props, man. You really gotta throw him a salute for real.
yeah, and I wonder, who was in his corner at that time, or if it was just really truly just him that was able to make those moves the way that he did. As far as the ringtone situation, as far as um, you know, the his first couple of hits, like where he just blew up like Superman. Like everybody was, what was it? It was you, Soldier Boy. Tell him,
Ooh, yeah.
right?
Crank that. I crank that.
Crank that, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of the joints that he did in the beginning were basically dance songs. There was a whole bunch of dance songs, which I even thought was very monumental in him attracting the youth to listen to his music
Yeah.
because they had something to do. We had dance moves back in the days, but it wasn't songs that were like kind of dedicated to it. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna make a song just for this move."
And see, that's the thing. He's got those kind of songs that we may not even identify with, but that his fan base and the people that what I'm saying, that listen to him and know his music, they really remember. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Those favorites. So that's the only thing. He got that card up his sleeve.
Yeah,
Bow Wow got them radio hits, them So Def hits, but Soldier got them, online streaming hits that we probably don't even remember. And he got his, Kiss Me Through the Phones and, Crank That's and, whatever else. So
yes,
double whammy.
yeah. I think it's gonna be a cool joint. I think it's gonna be cool, especially seeing because a lot of the verses was with people like OGs that have been in the game for a long.
Right, right, right. This is probably gonna be this is the first verses with somebody with two. This is the youngest verses so far.
Yeah, and I think it'll be interesting to see how they interact with each other. You know, to me, one of the best ones was Red and Meth.
Oh yeah, definitely. Red and
True
Meth
to the-
and Stupid and DMX, and I'm not just saying that because DMX is passed. God bless the dead. It was an incredible verses. It
Yeah,
was
it's
it
just
was
the way that
respect.
they meshed.
Yeah, it was the way that X was singing along to Snoop songs, and Snoop was singing along to X's songs. It was a respect thing. It was a celebration thing. It was a brotherhood thing. It was
Yeah,
a beautiful verses, man. It didn't even feel like they was competing at all. It was more like they were celebrating each other, and then like they genuinely fucked with each other. You could see that as the songs were playing, and you know that's they said that's what put the battery in X's back to to basically come back and do more work was
yeah,
that verse.
yeah, man.
So it wasn't just that for us. It was also a resurgence for him as well.
Yeah, man, and it was fucking beautiful. And I know that moving forward because we got another one, Eve and Trina, right,
Yeah,
coming
you,
next
you
week,
said that's when next
June
week.
16th.
Yeah,
16th. So tomorrow's the 11th. So what is that? Wednesday? Next week, Wednesday, if I'm
yeah,
not mistaken. Right? Next week, Wednesday, we got Eve and Trina, of course. Um, we got the South versus up north kind of thing.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Kind of. She's from Philly.
yeah. And
Brick House Stallion.
yeah, so I think that'll be cool to watch. Um, I'm amazed that Eve even, decided to do a versus because Eve hasn't made music in a long time, especially after marrying her billionaire husband.
Yeah, she's snowing, but I think that after the whole Rough Riders reunion, so to speak, after the passing of X, she probably saw some of the old faces, and some of the old vibes started to come back,
Mm.
and she was like, you know what, let me just do this for the culture, and because I can. And she may have some project in the work that she want to draw attention to also. So it could be a reason for that.
Yeah, and I gotta give it to her, because especially I can't remember the actual talk show she's on. Um,
Was she on the not the View, the Talk or something like that?
talk,
One of them damn
talk or
shows.
something like that. Yeah,
Yeah, one of them damn shows.
but not the. I know it's not the
Not
View.
the View.
It's probably the talk or something like. Or and then the other one there's the real, the talk, and the View. Right. So she's
Uh,
probably on the talk, and just watching her transition from Rough Rider EVE to where
Talk
she's at
show.
today.
Yeah,
Like, and I know that especially when you come from a certain place and you grind to get to a place,
yeah.
even when you hit that monumental moment in your life where we all know Eve probably doesn't have to work a day in her life, but she
Oh,
does it. She does it because she enjoys being in front of people, talking to people, performing, or whatever it is that she enjoys that keeps her out there in the forefront of everybody. But can't wait to see what Trina looked like, you know,
yeah, yeah,
because Trina was that bad thing back in the days.
yeah. I've seen her like in a recent interview. She did Drink Champs not too long ago.
Okay.
Yeah, she looked, pretty much the same. I don't know, I don't know what her build is like these days, but I imagine she can't be too far from, what she was. Probably a little extra cushion here and there, but pretty much the
She
same.
got that grown woman thickness now.
Well, black women spread; they don't fall.
Yeah.
They spread; they don't fall. White women, they fall, and they look like somebody beat them in the ass with a book bag.
Yo, shout out to the viewers on Twitch, man. Yo, we definitely appreciate you on the spot. YouTube, Facebook, the WEMS website. We definitely just want to say thank you for the support, and you guys always tuning in and showing us love.
The app
Because
also everybody who got that app,
oh yeah, and the app. Don't forget, man. You could if you're not in front of a PC, if you're not in front of your MacBook or whatever it is, you can always listen to us on the WEMS radio app. So just make sure you download that bad boy and hit play, man, wherever you at. All
right
the
through the
shows, all
phone,
the music,
right through the phone,
right through the phone.
through the phone. Peeping us. I mean, it's easy, easy. Some of these businesses like the gym I belong to, they want you to put an app on your phone for like registration purposes and things like that. And I said to myself, and I said jokingly to the person behind the counter, I said, well, that's very presumptuous. Uh, how do they know I got room on my phone for another app? You know what I mean? Like, what's that all about? Now y'all taking up space on my phone? You mean y'all not paying me for this? And she was like, well, sir, we just doing it. I was like, no, I'm just messing with you. I'm just giving you a hard time. It's all good. But more and more places are doing this. I find. Different restaurants and different stores that you frequent and stuff, they want you to download their app. You know what I mean? Like, how y'all know I got all this room on my damn phone? What are y'all slowing up my damn phone? You see
Yo,
what I mean? All these apps.
and it's crazy because you know, like just in the last year, well, it's definitely over a year and a half now, close to a year and a half, with everything changing. There was so much that happened with COVID
Right.
and contactless this, like everything
Exactly.
was contactless and
Exactly.
this, that, and the third. Businesses were like, all right, we're not handing out menus no more. Here, scan this QR code so you can get the menu on your phone and this, that, and the like just
Yeah.
wild. The way
Yeah.
that businesses started to move in order to just stay relevant.
Well, I think
You
they
know,
need to come. I think they need to come down on the price of these phone plans. Then, if we're going to be incorporating every Tom, Dick, and Harry's app on our phone, just so we could get a damn, a hot sub or soup delivered or something like that, or a damn Uber. You know what I
yo,
mean?
Yeah, because remember back in the days, you used to have the numbers to the taxi spots, and
That's
they would
right.
send a call over.
That's right.
Now you can't even order a cab unless you got the app on your phone.
Ooh,
Yo,
man! Imagine you stranded. You got no Uber money on your credit card. All you got is cash in your pocket, and you need a car service. And they talking about you got to download an app on your phone to use our car service. You look at your phone, and you got 2%,
2%,
and you
and
ain't nowhere near
got that
charger.
the bill was due, and they
Uh,
about to cut you off. And then there's no pay phones in the streets.
ain't no charger, no place to put a charger. So now if you and you know if you download if you download anything right now, it's gonna kill your battery, and then you're not gonna be able to do anything. You know, this is the predicament that they put you in.
Yo,
You know what I mean?
and and
It's a
then
scary situation, man.
to get a phone, like I was going through my phone the other day, no lie, and I'm sitting there, and because a lot of the promotion and stuff for the shows and the station and everything else I do through my phone, like because I'm always on the go,
Yeah,
and I'm sitting there, and I got no lie, 93 apps on my phone. I said I use three. Like, where the hell did the rest of these come from? And I'm sitting there, and they make it to where I'm trying to move now. That obviously I'm rocking Team Android,
uh-huh.
right?
No
Uh,
doubt, for life, Android for life.
right. I moved away from iPhone because I just refuse to pay $1,200 for a phone. Like that, just my daughters have them, and a lot of people I know have them, and that's great. That's for you. I'll use their computers,
Yeah,
but their phones almost cost as much as the damn laptop or the damn iMac. So to me, it don't make any sense. So
yeah,
even just transferring these apps over to
yeah.
the SD card,
Hmm.
they make it nearly impossible now.
And look, I knew when I heard that the price of the iPhone was more than some people's rent that it wasn't for me. You know what I mean? When they started getting into the 12, $1,400 range, you know what I mean? Just for the upgrade. Just for the upgrade. Nothing fancy. Just for the next one. You feel me? The next one that's coming out, the new hotness. And I was like,
But
nah,
the new
no way.
hotness be every 6 months. Like,
Exactly. 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 I was like, nah, B. I was like, y'all caught in the loop. You don't realize this? You don't see what's going on? You're not peeping it? You're just gonna be sheeple. Huh?
yo, it's just crazy.
I
It
mean,
really blows my mind that people get so caught up in just wanting to have the latest and greatest that
yeah.
they don't even know that the latest and greatest is the same as the one that
The
you holding in your
same, and sometimes, and get this, sometimes the model before the like a couple of models ago, like what's the latest iPhone? 12, 14, something like that.
12.
12.
12,
So
and then they got the 12, the what was it, like the max, the mini, they got three levels of the pro.
okay, well, okay, let's say the 12 Pro is the new lick, right? The 10 Pro is probably just as good, if not better, than the 12 Pro. But they pumping the 12 Pro because that's the new hotness. You hear what I'm saying? That be the kicker. Sometimes the older model be even better, and you
Right.
don't want to upgrade, but you got to because hey, you trying to keep up.
And then we all know that Apple got caught out there a few years back where when they would update, because of course with Apple is they always forcing you to update something, and they would purposely slow down the phones, the older model phones, so
Yeah.
that you would upgrade. You be like, yo, what the hell going on with my phone? And it
So
was
you
all
be forced
because
to
of
buy
that
the new one.
upgrade. Nothing changed on your phone. You didn't use up no more space. It was the upgrade, slowing down the processor speed
Hmm.
on the phone. Like ridiculous.
That's grimy. That's grimy.
Yo, and even before that whole thing came out, I'm very bad with updating, my computers and stuff.
Yeah.
And I upgraded my iMac. And I don't know if you remember, this was probably about a year ago, probably a year and a half ago, when we started doing remote shows and not being in the studio.
Right.
My computer would crash. So I got an iMac 4 core. I think it's 4 or 8 or whatever. I don't even freaking remember.
Uh-huh.
And after the update, one of the cores would overheat, so it would shut my computer down, like shut it down, like straight turn off, all from an update, all from
See
an
that?
update.
See that?
Almost $3,000 for this iMac, and in an update, it was shut down all because of that. Like it was just
So then you got to spend more money for another computer.
right. And then they say, "Oh, we take trade-ins."
Yeah.
Almost 3 grand, but you're gonna give me $500 for this 3 grand joint that you caused to mess up because of an update.
And then they're gonna sell it for 1,500.
Right.
You know that.
Yo, ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Yo, but shout out to Apple for being the GOAT in thievery. Um, because you got the masterminds behind it putting out all these things, and now they getting into all these colors. So, they making these phones out of plastic. Now no more metal casings, and they still charging $1,200-$1,300 for whatever the situation is. So shout out to them. And speaking of thievery, let's talk about man Mayweather.
Oh man.
All right. So
Now, like I said, I didn't even know that the damn fight had happened. You know what I mean? I had enjoyed my Sunday evening. I thought the fight was going to be the following Saturday, this Saturday. You know what I mean? Didn't know that the fight happened on a Sunday night, and damn sure didn't know it was last Sunday. So I'm doing my thing Monday, and I look up and I'm seeing the blogs and the people making comments about it on the gram and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, damn, what is all this? What is all this fuss this about the damn fight? The fight ain't even happened yet. And I had did my little research. I said, oh shit, damn fight happened.
yo, and the thing is, right? You know, I heard that he was going to be fighting, but I really didn't pay attention to it. And the only reason why I knew is because I walked into the hotel I was staying at, and they had a fight party
Right.
at the penthouse, right? So I walk in, there's this big old poster board, Mayweather versus Luke or Logan, whatever his name is.
Logan Paul. Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Right. And I'm like, oh, okay, he's fighting tonight. So now I'm sitting there and I'm thinking about it. So now I'm doing my research. Mayweather always got something to say. And he's like, yo, I'm gonna make $18 million in 18 minutes. No, $80 million in 18 minutes.
Ooh.
Right?
Man.
So I'm like, yo,
that sounds good.
Like, then, following me seeing that or hearing that, I seen a post from Mayweather that basically runs down how he bought himself out of his boxing contract for $750,000, right?
Right.
And he said after he bought his contract and he was able to do his own thing, he turned that $750K that he spent to buy himself out his contract and made $750 million fighting Pacquiao and the other. He just named 3 fights, but Pacquiao was one of them, and whoever else he fought, before or after Pacquiao, got him that $750 million.
Yeah, man, smart.
Yo, I don't know what it is, but when you talk about owning your own and making the money because you own your own, if he didn't buy his contract at that time and fought those individuals, he would have never made that $750 million. Same way he didn't make the $80 million. So I got to give it to him for being the businessman that he is. But Logan is another G in his own respects and his own regards, because an internet boxer that just popped a lot of junk was able to get Floyd Mayweather to fight him in an exhibition match. Basically, no winner, no loser, but basically say he could go 8 rounds with the champ. Now, I know you had to see the videos of when Floyd got a little loose with his hands and knocked him out.
Well, this is the thing. This is the thing because he made a comment about that, and when I say him, I'm talking about Logan Paul. He said that no, he in fact didn't get knocked out, and that he wished people would stop saying that, and it wasn't a stunt to it wasn't an attempt to extend the fight because people were saying that basically Floyd was Floyd was holding him up to keep the fight going. You know what I'm saying? But in the video, yeah, it did look like that. It looked like he got rocked and he was about to fall, and Floyd basically was keeping him from hitting the mat. Either that, or he was having a prom flashback, and he was trying to get the last dance in.
But yo, like you said, the internet, I don't care what Logan says. I do not care what he says, how he tries to paint that picture.
Yeah, yeah.
He's talking about I ain't get knocked out. I'm
Talk
sorry.
about it. Talk about it, P. Talk about
All the angles that they hit him, that whole situation with,
it. Yeah,
you look like you was asleep.
yeah.
Like Floyd was whispering in your ear, talking about wake up, bro. We got a couple of more rounds to go. Yo, let's just do it. That's what it looked like. Now, if that's not what it is, I'm sorry. The internet is undefeated. And the internet hit you with the we gonna tell our own story, regardless of what the facts were in that ring at that moment.
Yeah, yeah. Well, him and his brother were both way too hyper. Now, I'm not trying to start no rumors or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the one to put out misinformation. But to me, they seemed like they was both tooting powder or something, man. Because they was just unbelievably like way too hype. Did you see the footage of his brother in the audience just screaming at the end of the fight?
Well, it's because they rich now. Like they did something and they was able to set something up. Not only him already being an internet sensation, but now he got a bag, a super bag behind it.
Yeah,
And
no doubt, no doubt.
yo, I would have been hyped too. I'd have been out
I
there.
guess.
Yo, we about to go buy this house. We about to, some real nigga shit. Right? We gonna go get all the dope stuff that we
I
couldn't
guess.
afford before.
I guess. Yeah. When you put it that way, I guess I could see it. Yeah, it was super
Right?
hype because
I'm
they knew
just
that
mad.
payday was coming. Yeah, yeah,
What
yeah,
I'm mad about
yeah,
is that, of course, the Caucasus Mountain individuals got to utilize the black man for the
yeah.
come up, and you
Yep.
wasn't even built for that beating that you was gonna get.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's where they turn to us to elevate themselves in a way that they couldn't do it if it wasn't for us.
He knew that was the biggest payday that he was going to get. I mean, it's not like he worked his way up the ladder of the boxing circuit and earned his shot at the top guy. You know what I mean? Had that been done, I doubt quite seriously that he would have even made it to a level where he would have been able to fight somebody like Floyd. You
Yeah,
know, having said that, he does have some boxing skill. I'm not going to take anything away from the young man. He looks good. He's in shape. He knows what he's doing as far as boxing. You know, his etiquette and his presence and his performance in the ring. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say he's seasoned, but he's definitely been training, and he's able. He's able in the ring. But is he a professional level boxer? No, by no stretch of the imagination. Um, Do I think that he deserved a shot at somebody like Floyd? No, I don't think so. You know what I mean? I think we all know it was for a bag, and the people that paid for the fight and were disappointed in the outcome should have all known that it was just for a bag. I think it was Charlamagne the guy that said he even said it on the Breakfast Club. He was like, "Nah, I'm not buying that fight." He said, "What for?" He was like, "It's just a payday." He's like, "I'm not even going to waste my money on that." He's like, "I'll wait until the outcome and then, whatever." And I think it was what rapper was that? He was doing a live or a gram or something. I want to say Blueface or one of them rappers like that. I think it was one of them West Coast rappers. One of the rappers from the West Coast. I don't want to say one of those West Coast rappers because then people think I'm being rude or whatever. One of those rappers from the West Coast. He said, man, I paid $12,000 for this night, man, for this whole thing, for this bullshit ass fight. I think they was talking about his wristband. He didn't have the wristband on that you're supposed to have to be in the area that he was in. And I guess they was trying to give him a hard time. He was like, "You should let everybody in for free. This bullshit ass fight." You know what I mean? And I feel him. If you pay your money to go, have a weekend or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You bring your peoples out there, y'all fly out, everybody get fly. You know what I mean? You get everything set up and you go and you see that and it's no winner because there's no judges. You want to see somebody get knocked out. That's what everybody was waiting for. Everybody was waiting to see two things. Either see Floyd get knocked out or to see Logan Paul get knocked out. That's what everybody was waiting for. Nobody wanted that fight to go 8 rounds. Nobody wanted it to go the distance. Everybody wanted to see a knockout. So when there wasn't one, everybody was disappointed. Oh, Floyd is washed up. Oh, Logan Paul ain't got it in him. You know what I mean? Everybody had an argument. But the fact of the matter is, the both of them knew that it was nothing but a payday before they even went into the ring. You feel me? And most fight fans knew that too. So we ain't gonna waste our money, nor are we gonna put stock into the fact that this is even remotely gonna reflect on Floyd's record because it doesn't. It's not sanctioned, and even if he would have got knocked out, it wouldn't have counted against his career, his boxing career record.
At all.
You know what I mean? So a lot of people didn't understand that. And his brother didn't seem to understand that from the audience because he was screaming, "It's your career. It's your career. 50-1. 50-1." And I was just looking at the video screen like, yo, this dude, he coked up. He gotta be coked up. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. I don't want to say, spreading rumors get us jammed up. Allegedly. Look, he was screaming like a cokehead, okay? Screaming like a cokehead, some silliness that wasn't true. And it was just disturbing to watch. I'm going to just say it like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick music break. We're going to play this Jay Danger, man. Here we go, y'all.
Got me throwing money, made me wanna do something. Saw my old girl, but I brought a new one. Baby, she made me spin when she put it on me. Do your work on the pole. Let me see you sweat. Bend over, touch your toes. Let me see you sweat. Got a booty, drop it low. Let me see you sweat. Everybody wanna show. Let them see you sweat. Lil' mama hit me with the 40 bot. I'm the type of nigga make a 30 drop. Bust it down for me, baby, do the 30 rock. Ice cream serving, call it 30 pop. Ain't no question where I'm from, move certified. When you see me walking in, better move aside. I'm the one to make the party crack. Ladies like, damn, who that nigga in the Yankee hat? Moving like a ball star, the honors wanna throw it back. Well, baby, bust it down, get it nasty, watch me blow a stack. Yeah, I'm taking off, but mama, I can make it back. Young, fresh nigga, all I do is state the facts. Danger. Got me throwing money, made me wanna do some. Saw my old girl, but I brought a new one. Wavy, she made me spin when she put it on me. Do your work on the pole. Let me see you sweat. Bend over, touch your toes. Let me see you sweat. Got a booty, drop it low. Let me see you sweat. Everybody wanna show. Let them see you sweat. Won't you get it nasty, mama? See the talent moving around like dominoes. Slicing up, bend over, mama, touch your toes. Got it clapping like I won it with the last shot. Like a toilet, all I wanna see is ass drop. Ain't no shitting on my seat, though. No, you want that deep stroke. Bet it, but you better give that deep throat. Let me see if you can throw it back with no hands. That's the shit that make a nigga wanna throw bands. Grab the pole and start to hit him with the rain dance. Get it wet, make him sweat, give him no chance. Work that, twerk that, hurt that. Put it on to make a nigga wanna murk that. All fire never come
coming with no bullshit. Gas it up until this motherfucker all drip. Keep it poppin' till this motherfucker stay lit. Ain't no turning down, make this motherfucker sweat, bitch.
Got me throwing money, made me wanna do some. Saw my old girl, but I brought new ones. Wavy, she made me spin when she put it on me. Do your work on the pole. Let me see you sweat. Bend over, touch your toes. Let me see you sweat. Got a booty, drop it low. Let me see you sweat. Everybody wanna show. Let them see you sweat. Got me throwing money, made me wanna do some. Saw my old girl, but I brought new ones. Wavy, she made me spin when she put it on me. Do your work on the pole. Let me see you sweat. Bend over, touch your toes. Let me see you sweat. Got a booty, drop it low. Let me see you sweat. Everybody wanna show. Let them see you sweat.
Yeah. And that was your man Jay Danes with Let Me
Yeah,
See You Sweat.
yeah.
Right?
I remember that because we were talking about that video. I was saying in that part he had the bottle. He poured it in the shorty's mouth, but then he took a swig off the bottle.
Like your lips do not go here.
Yeah,
Thank you.
like no, sorry. You can get a swig, but you cannot put the lips on it.
Yo, and shout out to him. All right, for those of you that don't know about Jay Danes, right? Spotify platinum artist, right? Streaming artist. So, in this day and age, it is very difficult to actually hit that platinum status. So shout out to him for doing
Yes,
his
sir.
work.
Official,
And
official.
yeah, and make sure you check out the Spots interview with Jay Danes. It was a couple of weeks back, but you could definitely find it on the YouTube channel. Chop it up, get those numbers up. Make sure you watch that, right? Support those that support you.
You
You
know,
heard?
you know.
Yeah,
Support,
man.
support black music.
But yo, gotta love it. Gotta love the music scene. Gotta love everything that's going on in the world. Because,
What
of course, although it seems to be oversaturated and all that, the ones that do put in that hard work and move a certain way are able to accomplish certain things. Now, today, for a while, I've been holding on. I've been holding. I don't want to say anger, but I want to let go of some of this disloyalty that I've had to deal with from a particular individual, and more than likely they watch him because they watch to try and emulate what is going on this end so that they could try and make stuff happen on their end. But meanwhile, they got all the jewels and everything that they needed to get to educate themselves to move to that next level. And this particular individual was a DJ that couldn't even get booked for parties, but now he won't be a radio CEO. But you know what? Keep doing it out your basement, bro, because it ain't happening for you. And I'm not even going to say your name. I'm not even going to say what you got going on. Just want to know. I just want you to know that I'm
want you
coming
to
for you.
know.
You heard? Going to make sure that your whole joint get buried in a body bag and it can't even be resurrected on the third day after you get crucified. You heard?
Damn.
Yo, if I could hang him by his toenails off of a building, I would.
They put bamboo shoots up under his fucking fingernails.
All that, the death of a thousand cuts, all that, bro. All
Thousand, thousand cockroaches infesting his armpits.
yo, for real, like, cause when it comes to being there for people and trying to help them elevate or better themselves, I'm one of those people that are there, and I'll sit there and I'll go the extra mile trying to help you out and do certain things. And I don't do things with certain expectations. I don't have expectations. Well, the one expectation I have, I think, is don't be disloyal.
Yeah.
Right? That's it. Like, I could do this, I could help you, whatever. Not asking for much. I'm not half the time I don't even ask for nothing. Yo, let's do this, let's grow together, let's build together, let's get this team going. Us us as individuals, us as black people, we tend not to mess with our own. So we sit there and we always look at the person that looks like us as nah, they trying to get me, or they doing something underhanded or whatever. And then you go when you rock with somebody that don't really mess with you, or don't even know you, and you take whatever you had in that situation and you try and bring that to the table, and that new situation is that was all you.
Yeah,
I think that's messed up.
yeah, yeah. There's a lot of phoniness out there. There's a lot of people who take advantage of good people, man. It's a shame, but it happens more often than we like to believe, and it's very hard, especially when you're a good-hearted person, to um, weed them out. You know, sometimes the snakes come disguised as friends and relatives. Sometimes, and it's hard to decipher. And sometimes you got to exercise that two-letter word that we don't really like to say too much, but sometimes you got to learn how to say no. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And it's it's uncomfortable sometimes, especially when there's loved ones involved, but it's a necessary evil because if you're not straight, then you can't help the next person get straight. You follow me? And sometimes that little bit that you got to hold on to so that you can make that next move or, get to the next step or whatever the case may be. And you can't let anybody take you out of your I'm not gonna say your comfort zone, but you can't let anybody knock you off course. When
yeah,
you're on course to do something, it's very important, man. Especially um, people that are close to you. If they really rock with you, they should understand that look, I'm grounded. I'm trying to get to this right here, and I just don't have it right now. I would help you if I could, but a lot of times people they come to you and they always remember the times that you didn't help them, as opposed to all of the times before that you did.
yo, and that's weird. Like to me, that's weird. You know that people could identify with the I don't know what it is. Identify with the negative moments.
Yeah,
Like if I told you, yo, go kick rocks today,
yeah,
and you mad about that, but how many times I sat there and moved rocks for you,
right,
and
right.
you only talking
Absolutely.
about that one time.
Yep, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Not
It,
even understanding.
yeah, and it's I don't know if it's something that obviously it's something that we was taught, and I realize that it's the people that you have in your circle a lot of times sit there because they're miserable. They don't want to see anybody else around them happy. So they instill a lot of their beliefs and a lot of their habits in you. So now you think that this is okay. Like this is what, and it can come from your immediate family, your relative, your moms, your pops, your grandparents, your uncles, or whatever it is. You know, and I speak to tons of people all the time. And sometimes I just can't get on their bandwagon when it comes to certain things. They're like, yo, first thing they'll tell me is, yo, what's wrong with you? Like, nah, what the hell is wrong with you?
Hmm.
It's like, do you realize to hold on to negative things takes a lot of energy
Yeah, it does.
from you just to hold on to it? The easiest thing is to let go.
Yeah.
And you
Well,
end
it's
up
healthy.
battling.
I ain't gonna say it's the easiest. I would say it's healthier. It's more healthier
Yeah,
to
yeah,
let
yeah.
go.
It's not easy to let things go, but it is healthier because holding on to anger, man, I've learned, over a few years. I used to be a real angry dude, like angry, 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 angry. Like you said hello to me the wrong way. What? Like some on some real New York stuff. Like I was
Hell,
ready to
hell is
jump.
low. Yeah.
I was ready to just go crazy, and now I'm more like, yo, you know what? Yo, let me let that slide. Nah, I really didn't hear what I heard because it took a toll on me.
Yeah.
Health wise.
Yeah.
Being stressed out and angry and stuff like
Sure.
that
Sure.
really changed me in a bad way. And when I got diagnosed with MS, it was like, yo, stress and being angry and upset and all that really affects that disease.
I'll
So
make it
I gotta
work.
find I gotta find a way to get away from doing that because I found myself getting so upset one day that I couldn't even speak, bro. Like, and I could run my mouth where I was stuttering. Like I couldn't even, like for real. And I was straight shaking, like I had freaking Parkinson's. Like I couldn't hold my hand still, nothing, because that's how mad I got.
Let me
And I'm
tell you.
like,
Let me tell you,
yo,
man. And I want everybody out there listening to really take heed, man. People, you can diet, you can go work out, you can jog, run 5, 10 miles a day. You know, top athlete, but you got to get that rest. That rest is so important, P Money. You know what I mean? I was just telling you that I opened up, a lot of time lately because of that. I had finished that other gig, so that thing is done. Now I got, a big piece of my life back. I got time to sleep like a human being now. You know what I mean? It's what they call restorative sleep. You feel me? Meaning you feel rested after you had it. You know what I mean? So now I get rest like a regular person again, and it's a whole different experience, bro. When I say I wake up and I'm not dragging like I used to, I'm not at work nodding off like you know what I'm saying? Like oh, But the secret to that, if you're at work, you know what I mean, and somebody catch you sleeping, right?
you say you praying.
Yeah, yeah. You just wait, just raise your head up real slow, and go amen, and keep
That's it.
moving.
Ain't nothing they can do about it.
Yeah, in the name
But
of Jesus, amen. And then you look
yo,
around, hey, yeah, what's going on? What
but
happened?
sleep super duper important, man.
Super duper important, man. You got to do it. You got to get it, man.
That 3 4 hours, that the grind, the hustle, that we tell ourselves to keep us moving, but with that lack of sleep and all that,
Yeah,
it it's in a way it's very counterproductive, not only health wise, but even your mental state, your ability to think or process things when you're sleep deprived. Trust and believe is real.
when I got up this morning, I had so much energy to get things done. Like I did like 4 or 5 different things when I woke up this morning. You know what I mean? Where as opposed to before, when I maybe only got 3.5, 4 hours of sleep, I wasn't trying to do a whole lot. You know what I mean? It was just the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? Brush your teeth, wash your ass, go to work.
Yeah,
Nothing else getting done in between. That other shit will get done later. But yeah, man, it's a whole different feeling, man. I feel better, feel more vibrant. You know what I mean? Like I said, and of course going to the gym that helps too because I think when you when you get exercise every day, I think it helps you sleep better at night too.
yeah.
You know, you sleep more soundly. You don't tend to toss and turn or wake up in the middle of the night. I think your body is more just completely at rest, just shut down. You
Yeah,
know,
and you know, and it might sound weird, but even with getting the right rest, you tend to be able to eat different too,
sure, sure you do.
right? Because being on the run all the time, and because you're going to snatch up the wrong stuff. And I didn't realize this until I decided to really be conscious of what I was doing, especially when it came to my eating, always being on the go. It was, I'm gonna stop at McDonald's, I'm gonna go get this sandwich, I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna go do that,
Hmm.
eating all that wrong stuff.
Yeah,
It Your body burns through it a certain way. It's not the right amount of nutrition, so your energy level is shot
right.
because eating that junk food or whatever you eating, that's that quick energy.
Yeah,
It's not that long lasting energy, and it just you sit there and you feel burnt out an hour or two after you eat it.
yeah, and it's no nutrients, ain't no vitamins in it,
No,
so it's just empty calories, basically.
and trust and believe. Next time you go to McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, look up at that menu and look at what the calories are in a number one, a number two, a number three.
Yeah,
Somewhere, if I'm not mistaken, we should be consuming somewhere between 1,500 to no more than 2,000 calories a day.
Right.
I would say somewhere about 15. Right, because if you consume 3,000 calories, that 3,000 or 3,005, it equates to a pound of weight. Like if
Just
you
like
eat
that.
a pound of weight that you will gain.
Yeah.
So if you had 2 McDonald's meals throughout the day, you done gained a pound.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Bang.
And but you sit there and if you look at the caloric intake from eating the right food, like grilled chicken breasts or food that is high in protein, it's high in protein but low in calories.
Right.
And you'll be able to sustain that hunger feeling that you would get over an extended amount of time. And vegetables should be your go-to when it's time, when you really, really hungry and you don't know what to eat. Go to vegetables. You can eat vegetables all freaking day and it'd be like 15 calories for like 10 salads.
You can have as much broccoli and spinach and damn asparagus as you want.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
And you don't got to worry about, taking in the bad stuff. And then these things are high in vitamins and nutrients. Right. And then you add some type of meat to it for the protein. And then if you're a vegetarian, you throw some beans in there. Beans are high in protein as well. So if you don't want to rock with the meat, go to the protein. Deal with the fish if you really don't want to eat that red meat. There's so many different ways, man. So many different ways. But shout out to getting healthy and wealthy all at the same time because it's super duper important because
health is well. Health is well.
It doesn't matter how much you grind if you ain't around to enjoy the fruits of your labor, it is pointless. So you got to take care of home first. And I was always a firm believer on that until I started messing up and stopped taking care of home. And I realized that me not taking care of myself, which me is my home, that I was shortening everything outside of that. So everything I did in vain moving forward because I wasn't taking care of the foundation of what was going to reap the rewards of what I was doing. So
you can have $1 million and you can't do nothing if you ain't healthy.
Right. If you bedridden and you're sitting there and that's it, you got the nurse coming to wipe your ass and your significant other don't even want to rock with you because they don't want to deal with you because they don't want to wipe your ass or nothing like that. They ain't coming to feed you or change your bed sheets. Like, you ain't living.
They can't leave you right away. So, they got to stick in there for a little while, pretend, play the game. But eventually they all going to be out on your ass.
Yeah, they're going to be out, man. And it's, nobody's going to take care of you better than you. And that's a fact. You could sit there and do all the wrong things, mess yourself up, or you do all around the right things and elevate yourself to that next level. So what we got? I'm gonna play this K Goddess Friends joint. We're gonna get into this. K Goddess, you can find the cameo appearances on Love and Hip Hop NY. She running around with members of G Unit. Why I can't remember the dude name right now. Not 50. Tony Yayo, right? You see her running around the city with Tony Yayo doing some things. Okay. Big supporter of hers.
All right, when we come back, we're gonna talk about Balenciaga and their next new fashion thing.
Gotcha. Check out the new Balenciagas, because it's gonna be crazy.
Sweat on demand.
I walk in the spot, zip, the sound of they lips. Niggas ain't really on shit. I'm up in the VIP, grip, pull on my hip. Niggas don't wanna get hit. Got off my ass and got me a bag. I know you wishing that you did the same. Show a little cash, I'm not tryna brag. Showing the gum, not in it for fame. I hop on the track, don't follow directions. Ain't no one stopping this motherfucking train. I be like, move, bitch, move, bitch, get out the way. Think when I'm coming to play. Only fuck with big dogs, we ain't fucking no strays. We take a trip on the end to stay. Ain't fucking you, nigga, this pussy no trade. Said you got money, nigga, show that. We in the strip club, nigga, throw that. Got on my Timbs, nigga, hold that. Still storming bitches out, and you know that. Straight out the Ville, I'm a big deal. Project, baby, no Kodak. I'm aggressive, baby, you know that. I'ma bag me a nigga where your phone at. If I say fuck you, I meant that little nigga. Bringing my friends with your friends, that little nigga. Riding the Benz with that Benz, that little nigga. Pocket and watch how you spin that little nigga. If I say fuck you, I meant that little nigga. Bringing my friends with your friends, that little nigga. Riding the Benz with that Benz, that little nigga. Pocket and watch how you spin that little nigga. If I say fuck you, I meant that. Ain't playing with feelings for clip bags. All my niggas, they shoved up like pimp bags. Know you wearing those khakis, we wear plaids. If I say fuck you, I meant that little nigga. Bringing my friends with your friends, that little nigga. Riding the Benz with that Benz, that little nigga. Pocket and watch how you spin that little nigga. Quick to finesse niggas, then I give them back. That's right, when those strings attached. I argue win over no dick when that nigga ain't even get the clap. Lining that nigga right up like a ball, but if he don't act right, I play with his father. Took all his chicken, he felt like a farmer. Told that little nigga I'm his motherfucking karma. I see you pocket watching why this money dropping. Little bitch, you offending me. I'm not with the shit you popping. We could get it boxing, you get hit like it's 10 of me. Bitch, I'm a pro when it come to finesse. I like playing games like it's Russian roulette. Never been a bitch that I seen as a threat. Shit, I might just go sell me some bread. If I say fuck you, I meant that little nigga. Bringing my friends with your friends, that little nigga. Riding the Benz with that Benz, that little nigga. Pocket and watch how you spin that little nigga. If I say fuck you, I meant that little nigga. Bringing my friends with your friends, that little nigga. Riding the Benz with that Benz, that little nigga. Pocket and watch how you spin that little nigga. If I say fuck you, I meant that. Ain't playing with feelings for clip bags. All my niggas, they shoved up like pimp bags. Know you wearing those khakis, we wear plaids. If I say fuck you, I meant that little nigga. Bringing my friends with your friends, that little nigga. Riding the Benz with that Benz, that little nigga. Pocket and watch how you spin that little nigga.
Sweat on demand.
Yeah, and we back,
Little nigga.
yo, and you know some of those moves can be identified as ex stripper moves.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to the knee high boots. Shout out to the dude that had, I guess it was a TV mask, helmet, whatever
Yeah,
you want to call it.
like a welder's mask that looked uh, uh like a I don't know, futuristic lunchbox or something. I don't know what it was around
I
his
I
head.
don't know what it was, but that must have been one of our ex boyfriends or something. Man, he had to wear that joint to
Yeah,
be in
she
the
was like,
video.
"Nah, you gotta wear the mask if you're gonna be in the video." He's like, "All right, I'll do it. I'll do
No
it.
face, no case, right?
I'll do it." Little nigga, little nigga.
Yo, shout out to Brooklyn K Goddess in the building doing what she does, man. Yo, but definitely going hard with it. It's all about making that music that make you feel good, express yourself. Yo, and make sure that you follow Only Harmony on Instagram. Make sure you check out that Throat Goat joint.
Yes, sir.
Because and some of her other music, you'll definitely be hit with a variety of stuff. So make sure that you check that out and support good music. Harlem for real.
All the throat goats out there. Shout out to you.
Yo, saving lives, yo, no lie. Stopping wars and all that.
My goodness.
Yo, and a little before we get into our next topic, right?
Yeah.
I want to let the females out there know, right? That some good throat goat action will definitely save a relationship,
Keep peace in the home.
right? Definitely. Yo, because no lie, as a man, some good throat goat action, I am not arguing with you. Whatever was on my mind that I was upset about, I done forgot about. Yo, men are real simple.
Very simple.
So simple. So simple. And all you gotta do is make sure that you put that motherfucker to sleep. He don't got time to go nowhere. He don't got time to think about nobody else. He trying to make sure how he gonna keep what's going on. That's it.
I think the expression I heard used once was, "Make sure his stomach is full and his balls is empty."
Yo, and that is a fact.
And I was like, Yo, if that right there don't hit it on the head, no pun intended. Man,
Yo, but for real though, you think
I mean,
about it, right?
old
Dudes
days.
are always worried about their stomach, right? And then after they full, they won't go to sleep. Best way to make a dude go to sleep is keep his balls
Man,
up.
man. Or empty his balls first, and then you give him a good meal. Send them off right. Either
Yo,
or. Either way is good money.
either way, right? And those
A
specific,
win.
we just need those two things. That's it. We good.
It's a win. It's a win. Very simple. Very simple. Like I said, primal, if you will.
Yo, and then we coming right back. Like we like, oh, we gotta do this again.
Like, can you do what you had there earlier, please? Like a little kid.
Yo, it's a fact, man. And you know, there's been enough situations where women feel, or individuals feel, when they're in a relationship, they shouldn't have to do certain things. And for me personally, I think whatever you did to get the individual, you should continue to do it to keep the individual.
That's it, man. That's
You
it.
know, there used to be that saying, "Oh, once you say I do, she says she don't."
She don't.
Yo,
She don't.
I witnessed that firsthand.
Even Andrew Dice Clay, the incomparable Andrew Dice Clay said on his stage
Yo,
once, he says once you get married, he said they forget sex. He's like, unless it's with a stranger or something.
yo, but it's wild, man. It's wild, and I get sometimes when you get married, or you get into a committed relationship, things might change a little bit, because now instead of operating or moving the way you do, now you operating and moving for two.
As a unit, you're a unit. Then if you got kids involved, that's even more.
Right.
So you're a whole unit now. You're not just a single person. So yeah, it's a especially for somebody that's never been in a real committed relationship before. They've never been involved in a like somebody else's home life or whatever, how they live or whatever the case may be. It's a big change, man. It's a big shock for some people, and they're not ready for that. So
Yeah.
you gotta know yourself, man, and you gotta be honest with your partner. That you gotta keep it real with them. Like, look, I like to, my bathroom is messy. I might be a little sloppy, or I might not pick up after myself. I might not do laundry until the end of the week, or for or a couple weeks. So what you got to these are things that you got to discuss with your partner, so that when y'all get together, it's not a big shock. Like yo, I didn't know this about you. You know what I'm saying? What you mean you like the you leave the twist tie off the bread? Are you crazy? It could be anything that because after so many years, those are the things that set people off. They be sitting there just looking at them like,
They don't
why
put
you,
the cap on the toothpaste,
you
or
know
they
what I
sit
mean?
there
Or
instead
they
of
like,
squeezing.
why do you have to chew so damn loud? You know what I mean? Stupid stuff like that.
Yeah, like something crazy that I never understood. And this might sound like super weird, even to just bring it up, but you know, some people, when they're putting toothpaste on their toothbrush, they'll squeeze at the top of the tube towards the tip. But I'm like, do you know that it would be more efficient if you squeeze from the bottom, right? If you squeeze from the bottom. So every time I go grab that tube of toothpaste behind you, I'm
Yeah,
sitting there and I'm trying to fill back up the middle part of the
yeah.
tube, because you decided that you wanted to squeeze from the top.
You know what? Nobody has pioneered the toothpaste dispensary game. Like there's remember Mentadent? They had the little pump action, the little joint that you used to press it from the top, and it came out. The two flavors came out and made one. You know, that was like as crazy as I saw it. And then everybody went back to the handheld. Squeeze it out, whatever, whatever. Nobody has really revolutionized the toothpaste game, man. I think somebody need to do something with that, like liven it up a little bit, because that's a market. That's an untapped market right there. Yeah, everybody needs it. Everybody needs toothpaste. You
Yo,
feel me?
if they came out with these special spoons so you could get everything out of a jar of mayonnaise. They should be able to come up with something that simple to make sure that you efficiently utilize all the toothpaste in that tube.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. Somebody got it. It's got maybe different flavors or something like that. What kind of interesting toothpaste flavors could we make?
Hennessy,
Fruit flavored, Hennessy flavored toothpaste. Imagine,
Hennessy flavored toothpaste for the
imagine.
alcoholic in you. Yo, oh man,
for the
I,
alky in your family.
yo, that
Hennessy
right
toothpaste.
there, that right there would be freaking great.
You can only get it at Christmas time. They sell it in liquor stores.
Yo, that'd be great, man. Yo,
Wow.
just don't
dude.
get pulled over because DWI and
Alcohol on you, bro. Sir, have you been drinking? No, sir. Sir. No, officer. I
brush
just
my
brushed
teeth
my
with
teeth.
some Hennessy.
I just brushed my teeth, officer. Look, I got the toothpaste on me. Hennessy flavored. Yeah,
Yeah.
all right. Yeah, all right. You want to get out?
So, what was the topic you wanted to talk about before
Oh, Balenciaga.
Balenciaga?
Before we got sidetracked with the Henny paste. All right, so I don't know if you noticed, Pete Money. Have you seen an increase in the amount of men who are wearing Crocs now? Have you been seeing this? Are you up to speed on this,
Nah.
brother? Yo, I've been seeing grown men, young boys, middle-aged men wearing Crocs now, son. Like, and they don't work for no damn hospital or in no kitchen. They just walking around Walmart and different places, strolling through with Crocs on, like it's the thing to do. This dude who looked like if he would have had some regular sneakers on, he was probably out to rob somebody. Walked past me the other day, and this dude had some Crocs on, son. And I said to myself, you know what? There's no way on God's green earth that nigga wearing Crocs could ever stick me up. You understand what I'm saying? It's not happening. I don't care. You can have the biggest gun, whatever. You can have the Terminator gun. You can have RoboCop gun. You feel me? Give me all your money. And I look down and I see them Crocs and be like, nah, bruh. Nah, it's not happening. It's not happening, bruh. It's not happening. You wearing Crocs. Can't do it. Can't do it, bro. Go stick somebody up for some Nikes and then you come rob me. 'Cause I'm not giving it up. But
Now, I will tell you, Crocs. I got one pair of Crocs, and that was because one of my daughters have bought it for me, just because it was like a gift.
okay,
But
but
she's
you're not wearing them. You're not wearing them right now, right?
no.
Okay. All right. Look, this is the thing. Balenciaga has now teamed up with Crocs for their spring 2022 collection, where they're gonna now have stiletto clogs or the Crocs with basically a heel on them.
I like
So it's gonna be a Croc with a heel, basically. That's what it is.
so. What is the length on the heel? Did they specify?
Um, hang on, let me check. Let me check back here.
Because not for nothing, right? A Croc, they got that little strap in the back. They got the little air holes in the front. They look like something that you would see on a elf, and something that would be made out of wood, but they just happen to be made out of rubber or whatever the heck is made out of.
yeah, they don't
Like,
they don't specify. They look like about at least 5 or 6 inches.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And it's a Croc shoe. Now get this. You ready for the price?
how much?
$850.
$850 for a Balenciaga / Croc
For
stiletto.
a Croc, a Croc with a heel on it. $850.
$850. Now I will tell you, because of the popularity of Crocs. And if I'm not mistaken, a regular pair of Crocs is like 35, maybe $40, maybe somewhere around there. Um,
And a
but
regular
because
pair
of the
and a,
comfortability, people would actually probably buy them. I know I wouldn't be one of them.
a regular pair of Balenciagas is like what, $650 or something like that, probably.
Yeah,
So you paying you paying an extra $200 for something that's probably not even as sturdy and as well made as the Balenciaga shoe. You feel me? Just because it's the new hotness. You know, Cardi B already got a pair in every color.
probably does.
Guarantee you. Guarantee you.
Probably. And you know
Guarantee.
what? I remember, I don't know if you remember a couple of weeks ago, I told you that, Kanye was going to come out with a pair of Yeezys that were under a certain price. I can't remember. I want to say $20, $30. And
Uh-huh.
basically they were going to be made of rubber. So, you know, talking about this whole Croc situation and now remembering that particular news bit, I'm like, he's just basically going the Croc route with his expensive sneaker line that he has out already.
Well, here's another one. He's got a deal with Gap. So he just recently released his first piece of, I guess, Yeezy or whatever the name of the company he's going to call it, apparel through them, which is like, it looks to me like a jacket or something like that. And it don't even have like all of the necessary things that a jacket needs to have. You
Where
feel me?
one
Sold,
sleeve, a
sold,
half a
sold
shirt.
out, sold out, sold out. As soon as it was released, sold out, just like that. The Gap makes money. He makes money. Everybody's happy. He's in France with skinny models.
Oh,
Just
wait.
just like that.
I'm yo. You know what? I just I just came across the picture.
Uh oh. Uh oh.
Of
You got it.
yes, of this
Show the
whole
people.
Balenciaga and
Oh boy. Yeah. Please throw it up. Please throw it up for the people. This
now
is this.
I'm hoping that this is a joke,
Yeah.
but is this it?
That's it right there, bro. This is what the ladies are gonna be looking for this summer. $850 will land you a pair of these joints right here.
Yo, and no lie,
AC.
it looked like something that you can make out of some stuff that you found at Home Depot.
P Money. This thing right here looks like the essays put it together for you. And if the heel breaks, they got a replacement heel that it comes with in the box. That's what it looked like. It looked like the heel snaps in.
Really, this is what we doing, y'all?
This is what we're doing for 850.
Yo, and all they did was throw some extra vents on the side and arch the heel.
This is where we at. This is where we at. This is what Monique was talking about. This is what she was talking about. Going outside with slippers on and bonnets. And you know what? Right, the day after she said that, I was leaving over here where I live at, and I saw a chick walking into one of the convenience stores with a bonnet and slippers on, bro, with the fuzzy slippers. And I was just saying to myself, damn, that's just what Monique was talking about. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah, it's wild. And Ugg Uggs did a good job of drawing in a lot of these females
Yeah.
with those fuzzy slippers,
Oh yeah.
which
Oh yeah.
I never understood why you would want a pair of fuzzy flip flops.
And you're supposed to wear them barefoot.
Right.
Yeah, they're designed so you're supposed to wear them barefoot. Now, I don't know about, I I know as a brother, that's out of the question for us. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about the female foot if it sweats as much as the male foot does, but I know we do the type of work where where perspiration is quite excessive. Let's just put it like that. So I mean, I know how the balls get, so I know the feet sweaty. So I don't know about a female if they feet sweat the same way, but I don't think I would want to even get a pair of damn UGG boots.
Yeah, it's just wild. Like I don't get it. And I had a pair of Uggs, the male version of the Uggs. They
Well, they
were
had shoes too, didn't they?
yeah, they make shoes, boots, flip flops. Like
Yeah. Now the shoes, if like some slippers, some UGG slippers, something that you wear, in the house in the wintertime, keep your feet warm. That's different. You know what I mean? But something that I'm gonna wear out in the street, no, I don't think I would do that. But to each his own, ladies. Hey, if that's your thing, you like fuzziness in between your toes when you're walking out there in the street, do your thing. But what are you gonna do when the water gets in there and you ain't got no sock on? Your
all I
booty be
know is
wet.
that I can't get with this. This I don't get. I'm not getting it. I don't understand it. It's just it's
Eight
not working.
$850, P money. $850. That's $425 a shoe.
Yo, that's
I
wild.
can make that. I can make that for $10.
Yo, and what you would wear with that? Like I don't even understand how a rubber shoe would go with anything else. What are you going to do?
Oh,
Wear
they gonna be styling. You already know,
a
brother.
latex bodysuit, right?
That's
Just
gonna be the
all
new. That's gonna be the new challenge. The stiletto croc challenge. They're gonna be twerking with the stiletto crocs on. Watch what I tell you.
yo. There's going to be a lot of epic fails.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of heels breaking because they already know, it's not that sturdy. So we're going to throw an extra one in the box.
They're gonna be like, yes, bitch, you about that stiletto croc life.
Yo, wow.
Balenciaga. Balenciaga.
Shout out to Balenciaga
Shout out to
and
Balenciaga.
finding a way to manipulate the shoe realm and get idiots to pay $850 for a rubber shoe.
Straight up, man. That's some amazing sorcery. And, if you can convince the people to do it, more power to you, man. You know what I mean? My goodness. I mean, I already have a problem. Well, I ain't going to say a problem, but I already have a problem understanding um, how people can support the Yeezy brand the way that they do. Because to me, those are the ugliest shoes on the market. You know what I mean? I'd rather wear some damn Procads before I put them joints on, or Pumas or something. You feel me?
Yeah, man.
I just, I
That's
don't know.
that's definitely wild.
They say they comfortable. Oh, they're so comfortable. But it's got to be another shoe out there that's just as comfortable. You know what I mean? I'm quite sure that out of all the sneakers, you mean tell me those are the most comfortable shoes that you ever. Okay, all right.
But my outlook on that is they only say they're the most comfortable shoe because they know that whoever sees them
So
and could identify the price tag that's attached to it.
exactly,
That's
exactly.
all that it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's just the reason why people wear a lot of the name brand items, your Gucci, your Louis, your Fendi, your Balenciagas, your Prada. They wear it because as soon as somebody sees them, it look like the regular cotton t-shirt with a little logo in the corner. But they paid $150, $200 for it versus $20 for a regular black cotton tee.
Yep.
And that's all it is.
Paying for that name.
You're paying for the name and you want to present yourself with a certain status by wearing it.
Yeah.
Now there's going to be a lot of girls in the hood and the trailer parks wearing this croc.
Oh boy, let me tell you. And there's gonna be a lot of Croc impersonators too. You're gonna
Oh,
have people that's gonna be getting the bootleg Crocs, and the heels gonna be breaking off, and then they're gonna have regular Crocs.
like that don't even look sturdy to me at all.
Yeah,
Like
it don't look safe. It don't look safe.
yeah, yeah.
Definitely
And
not.
then just looking at it, they made the base of the heel wider than the actual stiletto part of the heel.
Yeah.
So I guess to give you some stability, but Hey, you know what? I don't wear heels, so I don't know that might be a good thing, a bad thing. It might work for the ladies. It just ain't gonna work for me. The only way it'll work is if you wearing those stiletto Crocs with nothing from the ankles up.
Oh, you're gonna see. Trust me, all of the dress wearing and fingernail painting and things that we see from these rappers, somebody gonna have the stiletto Crocs on. Trust and believe. Probably oh boy, Lil X. He probably gonna be the one to wear them out.
Mm-hmm.
Watch what I tell you.
Yeah. And he gonna be in a video with Cardi B, and they gonna be rocking the same joint.
Oh man, can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Mm-mm-mm. Yo, so you was telling me earlier about the artist that got locked up for busting guns at a concert.
Yeah. So young Pooh Shiesty turned himself in. Miami says he voluntarily surrendered, but declined to give any further comment on the incident. So basically, he shut his mouth until his lawyer got to him, and I'm quite sure they had a conversation about what went down. But yeah, so this is the story. Now I'm gonna read what the article says. It says, shouts out to the Shade Room. It says, one video shows Pusaki walking out of a show at the club with a weapon. Uh, let me see. Um, this is what I heard, that some money came up missing, and he basically pulled that thing out and rang off a few because he was trying to see what the deal was.
But the money was already gone. So you letting that thing ring out didn't do nothing but get you so you got robbed, and
Well,
then
according to him, that didn't happen. It wasn't a robbery, unless this is something different that happened, and I'm getting my rappers mixed up, because then that would make the second shooting in the club that I heard about. But if I'm correct, this is the incident. You know what I mean? And he basically let off in the club and um, left after that. You know what I mean? It was, I guess he was supposed to be performing, and you know what I mean. There ain't gonna be no performance once you let off the joint in the club. I mean, that's pretty much it. That's a wrap for the night.
yeah, that's pretty much everybody.
Ask Diddy that.
Yeah, but there's a also I think last week a rapper named Day Day
Yeah.
from Atlanta just basically turned him. Well, he was arrested in his home
Uh huh.
for stabbing a teenage worker at Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh man.
Allegedly, right? Allegedly, supposedly. Now
Come on.
there's video of allegedly Day Day get
Yeah.
into a physical confrontation with the individual that worked at Dunkin' Donuts, and the person got stabbed. He says that's not him in the video, and with witness statements and the video corroborating the witness statements, they went and arrested him. He surrendered himself with no confrontation, but made sure that he streamed this live, him getting arrested, to his 300,000 followers.
He hit him with the Shaggy defense. It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me. And somehow, some way, they said it was you. Facial recognition software said it was you, or whatever. Like, that stuff is real.
Facts, because you know what I'm saying. You already know what it is now. Nowadays, brother, you can't do nothing. You can't. They could tell you the last time you went and took a shit if there's a camera there.
Yo, and it's wild, especially if he wasn't there, right? All they gotta do is subpoena his cell phone records, pinging this, doing that. Like, there was something about an app that, you know, and it was what was it? I forgot the name of it, but there was one that used to basically, after a couple of hours or a day, whatever message you put up was gone, or whatever you posted was gone. Snapchat.
Yeah, yeah, Snapchat.
Right. So, of course, anyone looking for it can't find it on your phone, or if you posted it, they can't find it within, the posting. But what they never really told you is that whatever you post still gets saved to the server.
Uh-huh.
So that information is backed up numerous times a day. So if they wanted to, they can find it, subpoena the companies that host these apps. So
Oh yeah. Oh
you
yeah.
sitting there, your GPS tracker on, you got that Find My Phone app on your phone, all that. That's
All that.
transmitting all the time.
Yes, sir.
You said you wasn't there, you stabbed somebody. All they got to do is get this information from the phone company, and then you all the way caught up. And they say he drove off in a four-door red Audi. So if he has a four-door red Audi registered in his name, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Just like that.
It's a wrap. So I don't understand these individuals. I understand that you grew up a certain way, but when you hit a certain status in this world, especially when it comes to being in hip hop or just in the music industry in general, or becoming a public figure, you have to be mindful of the things that you do outside. You can't turn it up the same way when you was living in the slums in the
On the
hood.
block.
You can't do that. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't. It's not. It does not behoove you to continue those ways of life.
And
You
shit,
got much more to lose.
you could take it from one of the people that we interviewed here on the show, Cassidy. You know what I mean? I heard him say on a couple of occasions, a couple of separate interviews where he said, "Yo, you can't go the same places that you went and hang in the same places that you used to hang." He said, "You can't stand on the corner anymore when you get, successful." He said, "You just can't do it." You know what I mean? As much as you want to, it's just, it's gonna bring trouble. It's gonna bring problems. And God forbid, somebody might try to take you out just to get the name. You know what I mean? Jay
Yeah,
said
get
that.
the name or to get whatever you holding on you at the moment.
Yeah, yeah, man, it's real. It's ugly, but it's true. Very true, man. Very true, man. But I noticed that with our industry is the only one that happens in. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear no country western or no R&B singers getting blicked at when they, what I'm saying, go back to their hood or whatever.
Nah, they out there. The country dudes is buying ranches with horses and all that, and they doing things all the way different.
And the
They
R&B
got
dudes is
acres
up.
and acres of land.
The R&B
R&B,
dudes is up in the hills, or they got their own little, piece of slice of America somewhere chilling.
yeah, and rock and roll singers and everything else that's going on, like they just move different.
They're
And
isolated.
we all know the rock scene and stuff like that, like the lifestyle of a rock star. There's drugs. There's all these different illegal situations that happen, but they never get caught up like the individuals in hip hop.
Nah,
Never,
cause
ever,
you know
ever,
what
ever.
I noticed. You know what I noticed that they do. Like rock stars and it's a big time R&B singers, successful R&B singers like Tyrese, for instance. Tyrese got a damn what's that? Don't he got the damn Benny Hannas or something in his backyard or something like that? He
Oh,
got one.
word.
He got one of them places like on his property, bro, like right there. And then there's somebody else who has the is it Tommy Lee? Tommy Lee, or could be Tyrese too. They got the damn Starbucks right there on the property, like right in the backyard. They go out their house, boom, it's right there. Like they pay for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So that's what
you
these
get
rock stars do. They get all everything that they could possibly want. They get it right there in the mansion, so that they don't gotta leave. It's like an all inclusive resort. And they bring the chicks in. You know what I'm saying? Have them running around the house, two, three of them. You know what I mean? Call their peoples over, whatever, whatever. Right there. Everything is in the crib. Because I remember when they used to do MTV Cribs real hard. Remember that show?
yeah.
And they had Tommy Lee. They had him on there. Uh, what band did Tommy Lee play for? Man, I can't believe I'm forgetting. Now I want to say Guns N' Roses, but it ain't Guns N' Roses. He was Aerosmith.
Probably.
Yeah, but he was the drummer. So um, they were showing his crib, bro. And he had different rooms, like a chill room, one room with just pillows, one studio, big ass studio room, and you know what I mean. sections. You could just tell the way it was all laid out. Like it was. It's like, oh my gosh, I know he got things running through there. Like he probably forget how many things he got running through there at certain points. Like oh snap, I forgot she was in there. Damn, because you could literally be in the house with people and not even know that they there. You know what I mean? Not even run into them. That's how
Yeah,
massive the house was. You know?
yeah, but for us, we tend. I don't. I always say, when people talk about keeping it real, it's like for us, when we keep it real, is when keeping it real goes wrong.
Yeah. We often incorporate any and everybody. That seems to be the problem. See, whereas a country like you were saying, country singer, they get a ranch with some animals and they isolate themselves. They go out somewhere in the middle of nowhere and make their little oasis. Whereas the rapper, he want to have all his peoples and cousins and aunts and everybody and them, grandma come stay with him and or inviting all kind of different energies over there just to party and hang out and you know what I mean. It's like there's no time um for reflection, for isolation, for privacy. You know what I mean? It's just way too popping. You know what I mean? It's just way too open. That's why people, any and everybody be trying to do, home invasions and come to your crib and you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Pop smoke, you know what I mean? Stuff like that keeps happening because they're just too um it's just too many hands in the soup, you know?
yeah. Too many people know what's going on and all that, and like you said, want every the bad energies in your circle and all that. That starts to breed, violence and murder. Like when you really think down to the nitty gritty of it, you let those haters in. You got those people that are envious. They're gonna sit there and want to take what's yours
Yep,
because they don't know how to get it.
yep,
And the
yep,
easiest way is a joke. Yo, I'm gonna sit there, stick you up, yo. I'm gonna spin the block on this dude because he's sleeping right now because he got too much and he's just so into his success that he's not even watching anymore.
yeah, yeah. And it's tough for certain individuals. They feel like because they feel like because you got it that you automatically supposed to give it to them. Like they earned like almost like they earned it in a way. Like, you ain't right near rhyme for me, you ain't do nothing to make this happen or, be involved with this process. You just along for the ride, for
Rick
your
Ross
position.
said it best. You
Yeah, for your
wasn't with me
position.
shooting in the gym.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So there's that element and it's just
You,
it's
you
our
can't.
industry,
I
man.
believe you can't be rich by association. Right? It doesn't work that way. Just because you know me, don't make you rich too.
But you know what though? We should be rich by association. We should all have a rich friend that's trying to put us on to some money. You know what I mean? We should all be so lucky to have that. I'm not gonna say we all should have that, but we should all be so lucky as to have that, man. And if you're somebody who's successful and you got knowledge on how to get money and you got people around you that need help and need to hustle and you know what I'm saying, need to be um, brought up and you're not trying to help them get up and they're not your friends and you ain't their friend.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm a firm believer that, certain people you have to leave by the wayside because they're not going to want to put in the work that's necessary to get to a certain level. That I understand. But there are certain people who they just want to flaunt their success in front of you, but they don't want to try to help you get successful. You know what I mean? And those are the people that you got to watch out for. They're rich haters. We always talk about they're rich haters out there too. You know what I mean? They hate for no reason. You know what I mean? They just want to dangle the money in your face, but they don't want to tell you how to get to the money. So you got to watch out for those snakes too.
yeah, and I think that having individuals that you can share that knowledge with and elevate them is great. But when I said you're not rich by association, just because I'm rich and you don't get the bag just because you hang out with me. Like
Yeah,
you gotta put in this work for it, just like I did. And if I can help you get to that bag, yo, for sure I'm gonna help you.
yeah,
But there's just so many people out there that expect different. Oh, remember when we was in the sandbox in kindergarten? You rich? Nah, I'm rich. Nah, man, it don't work that way.
Hmm. And that's how some people are, man. It's almost like like a sense of entitlement.
Yeah, you ain't entitled to nothing. What I learned growing up is there's only two things that you entitled to in this world, and that's being born. Well, after you born, you got your life, and then what's actually gonna happen to you is that you guaranteed to die. That's
That's
it.
it. That's it. Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. No, like they say that we lived a borrowed life because what we know is guaranteed is death, and is what we do with our life from the moment that we're able to control what we do on a daily basis is how we're gonna live until we that day comes.
Better believe it. they say you got two dates when you die. The day you was born and the day you died. And you say you gotta make that dash count. That dash in between. You gotta make that dash count.
And that's a fact. That's just a line. We get to fill that in ourselves.
Make that motherfucking dash count, baby.
For real, for real. So yo, you already know what time it is, right?
Yeah, man. Just like that. Gone.
Just like that, gone.
Gone.
Right? Two hours and 1 minute and 30 seconds, man.
Uh,
You already know it's your boy Prophet Pete, man. You know how to find me, right? That's PROFIT_radio_NY. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Have your girlfriend check me out because she ain't rocking with you. That's why you told her about me. Yo, my G, let them know where you from.
yes, please. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the borough of Brooklyn, stand up. It's your boy representing. You know what I mean? Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Like he said, to log on and lock in every week, right here, Thursday, 6 to 8 p.m. Sometimes a little later than 6. You know what I mean? So just it could be 6:10 some days, but you know what I'm saying? Rock with us. Jesus ain't done with me yet. But anyway, got to give a shout out to all the squares, all the gods in the earths, all the hoes out there on the stroll doing it real big, getting that money for daddy. You know, you can find your boy on the gram, DJ Sean, recognized as DJ SHAWNRECOGNIZE. And also, you can hit me up on Twitter. I'm getting better. I'm working with it, people. DJ Sean Rec, DJ SHAWNREC. But remember, only my friends call me Rec, so you better recognize.
Yeah, and we need the holes on the stroll with those Balenciaga Croc heels. You heard?
For 850. Shouts out Tiana Taylor. First woman named Sexiest Woman Alive by Maxim Magazine. So shouts out to you. Should have been got it. Should have got it after that fade video.
Yeah. All right, y'all. And we out.
100.
Peace.